This video will work through problem 9.3 from Gapenski's Healthcare Finance 6th edition. Problem 9.3 says, what is the effective annual rate, or EAR, if the stated rate is 8% and compounding occurs semi-annually or quarterly? All right, so so what you have to understand here, or remember here, is the APR, right, or annual percentage rate, is the rate that's actually quoted by banks, either to lend to you or for you to borrow at. But that's not the actual rate the effective rate you actually pay is going to be different, and it's going to be based on the number of compounding periods that you have during the course of a year. So that's why we're asking about semi-annually or quarterly, and we can even do monthly. It's not that much different. Okay, so the effective annual rate is equal to 1 plus the APR divided by the number of compounding periods in the course of a year, raised to the number of compounding periods minus 1. Okay, so if we have an APR of 8% and we have semi-annual compounding, then M equals 2, right? Because we have semi-annual means 2 compounding periods per year. So then we would say, okay, 1 plus, and you have to convert that 8% into a decimal, 0.08 divided by 2 squared minus 1, right? So we have 0.08 divided by 2 plus 1 squared minus 1 gives us 0.0816, or 8.16%. So even though the bank lists the APR as 8%, in reality, you're going to be paying roughly 8.16%. Now, if we change this assumption from semi-annual to quarterly, then our M is going to equal 4. So then our EAR equals 1 plus 0.08 divided by 4 to the 4th power minus 1. So that's 0.08 divided by 4 plus 1 raised to the 4th power minus 1 gets us an EAR of 8.24%, or 8.0824. You can see here, I'm just quickly converting it to 8.24%. So what you can see is, as you increase the number of compounding periods from 2 to 4, well, first from 1, like if you just had annual compounding, you would have an EAR of 8%, because it would be 8% divided by 1, which would be 1.08, raised to the first, which would be 1.08, minus 1, which would be 0.08. So here, when you move from annual compounding to semi-annual compounding, your effective annual rate moves up to 8.16%. And then by increasing the compounding from semi-annual to quarterly, your effective annual rate goes up to 8.24%. If you did monthly, which is what most of our bills are on, bills and maybe checking accounts and so forth, then M would equal 12. And so then you have an EAR equal to 1 plus 0.08 divided by 12 raised to the 12th power minus 1. So you have 0.08 divided by 12 plus 1 raised to the 12th power minus 1 gives us 8.3%. So you can see we move from 8% to 8.16% to 8.24% to 8.3%. Okay, that was a little bonus because the problem only asked for semi-annual and quarterly. but it's useful to realize, as you increase from 1 to 2 to 4 to 12 compounding periods per year, you will see a progressively higher EAR.